Hello friends, it's Kristie Marcotte. In today's video, I'll be sharing some cards I made using new Christmas washi tape from the Washi tape shop. I recently shared a haul video showing several of their new designs. If you want to check out that video, I will have a link in the description box and I'll link it at the end of this video. As I'm posting this video, I'm at the very end of their Black Friday early bird sale. The last day of the sale is November 20th, 2024. If you spend at least $75, you'll receive a free washi tape set that's worth $23.95. I'll put information about the sale in the description box. If you're interested, don't wait, this sale is almost over. One thing I talked about in the haul video is the difference between washi tape and PET tape. So I was sent the same design in each of the different styles, and I'm laying them out here side by side so you can see the difference. The washi tape is a paper tape and the PET is a clear plastic. I think both styles are beautiful, but I know some people have a preference. The design I'm showing here is their pre-cut Christmas Marcotte. So all of the images are already cut out, no fussy cutting required. I love the fun variety of images. For my first set of cards, I'm using this beautiful Christmas tree. The pattern paper I'm using is from Honeybee Stamps. This is their Make It Merry collection. And I have their paper stored in one of their plastic paper organizers. It fits their paper pads perfectly, and it even has a pocket in the front for the coordinating bling. So let's go ahead and get started with card design number 1. I will be using some card sketches for inspiration. The first sketch is from Sketch Saturday. This is number 552. And if you are interested in any of the sketches, including measurements, I share all of that information on my coordinating blog post. The link is in the description box below, or you can simply head over to KristieMarcotte.com. For my first card, I selected 3 pattern papers. I have a tone-on-tone pattern for the background, some pine branches with red berries for the strip on the left side, and another red tone-on-tone pattern for the smaller rectangle piece. I'll layer all 3 of the pattern paper pieces on some red cardstock, and for the cardstock layers, I added an additional 1/8 of an inch. For a little extra detail and shine on the background, I'm adding some Love from Lizi peel-offs. This is the gold color in the pinstripe style. I used the medium and the narrowest width. I used some of the scrap pieces, and I do have a gap in the center, but all of that will be covered up with the other pattern paper pieces and the image. I'll put ATG tape on the back, layer this piece on the red cardstock, put more adhesive on the back, and add my card front onto a card base, leaving 1/8 of an inch of the white card base showing. All of my cards in this video are American Standard A2 size, 4¼ inches by 5½ inches. Next, I'll add the pine and red berry panel on the left side of the card. And before adding the red tone-on-tone piece, I'll put a scrap piece of cardstock and also a scrap piece of pattern paper on the back side, just in the area where it goes off of the other pattern paper strip. That way it stays at the same level. Now on the card sketch, it indicates a small oval. I'm changing that and adding a large circle. The small oval wouldn't be large enough to hold the Christmas tree. Before adhering the circle down, on the right side, I'm adding some foam dimension, and I'm using Scrapbook.com's small foam squares in the 1mm thickness. Just putting a few on the very right side, and on the left side of the circle, I'll add a small scrap piece of cardstock. I'll remove the release paper from the foam, put barely art glue on the back, and adhere the circle in place. I'm tilting the card up, making sure I get that foam on the very right side. I don't want it overlapping any of those pattern paper and cardstock layers. Now I'll grab the roll of washi tape, selected this beautiful Christmas tree. I love that this roll has all pre-cut designs. Not all of their washi tape and PET tape is that way, but it will be labeled pre-cut if it is. I'll adhere the beautiful tree image right in the center of the circle. The nice thing about the washi tape, it really blends in with white cardstock. You could put it on colored cardstock, but you will see more of that outline edge. I decided to add a few of the presents in front of the tree, and it's fun that you can layer all the different washi and PET tapes. For a sentiment, I've already stamped and cut this out, Christmas Blessings, and this is from Jaded Blossom's Christmas Blessings stamp and coordinating die set. I did pop up the sentiment using some thin foam dimension. For embellishments, I'm using more Love from Lizi peel-offs. This is the gold color in the mini circle style. It's great to use for embellishments. I'll put 3 in the upper right-hand corner and 2 in the lower left-hand corner. So there is my finished card, and I made a second, the same design, but the other card features the PET tape image. Looking at them laying flat, they basically look the same. But if you tilt it, you can see more of the glossy finish from the PET tape. I made 2 more cards following the same design. I switched the pattern paper. This is from the same Honeybee stamp collection. On the second green card, I'll add one of the PET tape tree images. You can see these are exactly the same size. The only difference is the type of material. The PET tape has a glossy finish, and the washi tape has more of a matte finish. It's not completely matte. You can see that very slight sheen, but it is more matte compared to the PET tape. For the 2 green cards, instead of the gold peel-offs, I switched to silver. So here's a look at the 4 cards, and in the photographs, it's really hard to see the difference between the PET and washi tape. Now, if I angled the cards a little bit differently, you would see the reflection of the light on the PET tape. Now moving on to card design number 2. The card sketch is from Sugar Pea Designs. This is Sugar Sketch number 47. The pattern paper I'll be using for the first 2 cards is from Catherine Pooler's Through the Woods collection. I've used a little bit of this collection in previous videos, and I have all of the sheets and scrap stored in a Scrapmaster. This is the 6x6 size, and I love using these to store my leftover bits of 6x6 paper pads. If you are interested in the Scrapmaster folders, I do have a link in the description box below. I selected this lovely white bark pattern paper design for the background. I cut this piece to 5 1/4 inch by 4 inches, layered it on some brown cardstock, and that brown cardstock layer is a full A2 size. For the image box, this is a little bit larger than what's indicated on the card sketch. It's 4 1/4 inch by 1 5/8 inch. I needed it a little bit larger to fit the washi tape images. I'll layer it on the same brown cardstock color, and that cardstock layer is an additional 1/4 inch. For a sentiment, I'll be stamping it directly on the white image panel, putting it in the lower right-hand corner. The sentiment is from Scrapbook.com's Wordfetti Fa La La stamp set. I already have this stamp set up in my mini MISTI. The ink color I'm using is Dark Chocolate by Scrapbook.com. It's one of my favorite brown ink colors for sentiments. I did ink up this stamp several times to get a nice solid impression. Now I'll add 3 of the washi tape images, and this is the same design I used for the first set of cards, the pre-cut Christmas Marcotte. I have the mug of cocoa in the center and 2 snowflake cookies, one on the right and one on the left. In the center of the cookie on the right, there's a star, and in the center of the cookie on the left, there's a little snowman face. It's super cute. For the banner in the lower right-hand corner, I selected some red cardstock from my stash that matches the red mug. I'll cut a fishtail on the bottom, cut the right side in slightly at an angle, flip it over, and do the same thing on the other side. At the very top of the banner, I'm adding a Love from Lizi peel off. This is the clear with gold overlay. So it has lots of beautiful shine. I'll wrap the ends around the back, and before adhering this banner down, I will put 2 scrap pieces of cardstock behind it. And I've already cut the scrap cardstock pieces so they have the fishtail on the bottom. Then I'll put barely art glue on the back and adhere it underneath the sentiment. I'm trying to get the banner centered underneath the sentiment. For a final finishing touch, I'll use more Love from Lizi peel-offs. This is the gold color in the mini star style. I'll put 3 following the design of the card sketch. Then I'll add 2 more stars on the banner in the lower right-hand corner. So there is my finished card, and I did make a second. The other card features the PET tape images. When I tilt the card to catch the light, you can see the difference, but otherwise the cards look the same. Using this same card design, I made 2 more cards. The pattern paper is from Honeybee Stamps' Make It Merry collection. I layered the pattern paper first on some silver mirror cardstock, then again on some red cardstock. On the 3 images, I have a snowman, a Christmas tree cookie, and a small cup of cocoa. Now moving on to card design number 3. For this set of cards, the washi tape I'm using is called Silent Night. Now this roll is not pre-cut, so you will need to do some fussy cutting. This is a fun design, lots of super cute snowman images, plus this set includes quite a few sentiments. The pattern paper I'll be using is from Honeybee Stamps' Winter Wonder collection. The card sketch is from MFT. This is number 703. I selected this light tan star paper for the background, and for a little bit of shine, I'll add some Love from Lizi peel-offs. This is the white color with silver overlay, so it has that beautiful shine. Using the widest and the medium widths. To help get the peel-offs straight across the card, I did line up my card panel with the grid lines on my craft mat. I'll wrap the ends around the back, put ATG tape on the back, and layer this piece on some red cardstock. The pattern paper background piece is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and the red cardstock layer is A2 size. I'll put more adhesive on the back and add my card front onto a card base. When I have these leftover narrow strips of pattern paper, I like to put them on the inside of the card just for a little extra detail. Here are all of the elements I'll be adding on my card, and I have them stored in the small stack and sort tray from scrapbook.com. I have 2 stitch circle die cuts, and I used Love from Lizi's circle die set for both of the circles. I'll add the sentiment Holy Night and one of the adorable snowman images. He's standing next to a birdhouse and he has a bird in his hand. I'll remove the washi tape image and sentiment from the backing, adhere both of them on the white circle die cuts. Now I'll put barely art glue on the back of the snowman image, adhere it in the lower right hand corner. Then I'll add the sentiment in the upper left hand corner. And I have 2 different sizes of circles. The card sketch shows the same size circle, but I needed a slightly larger circle for the snowman image. Instead of the stars indicated on the card sketch, I'm adding some snowflakes. And the snowflake dies are from Jaded Blossom's Build a Booth Winter add-on set. It includes 2 different sizes. I use glitter cardstock for the snowflakes, so it has this beautiful sparkle. But the nice thing about this glitter cardstock, the glitter does not shed. I'll add 3 snowflakes in the upper right-hand corner, 1 large and 2 small snowflakes. Then I'll add 1 of each size snowflake in the lower left-hand corner. So there is my finished card, and this time I made 5 using this design. And all 5 cards are different. 2 of them have the same sentiment, Let It Snow, but they do feature different snowman images. And even making 5 different cards, I still didn't use all of the adorable snowman images that are included on the roll. Overall, this is a very simple card design, but I love how it turned out. And it never hurts to have some flat cards on hand when mailing them, especially during the holidays. Now here's another look at the 13 cards I made using some new Christmas washi tapes from the Washi tape shop. If you are interested in any of the products I used in this video, I do have links in the description box below. I believe all of the pattern paper collections I used are still available. If the Washi Tape Shop Black Friday Early Bird Special is still going, be sure to take advantage of that. If not, you can always save 10% using my code KristieM10. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.